Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Reacts and I watched Suicide Squad. Yes, this is not the first time that I've watched it. I've watched this movie already. This might be the second time that I've seen it. You know, when you hear people talk about Suicide Squad, you hear usually shit. You hear for, oh yeah, the movie is shit, the movie is bad. Just like Green Lantern. And I can see where they're coming from. But it's definitely not the worst DC movie out there. From the ones that we've watched so far, this is definitely not the worst. I just dislike, well, like everybody else, the Joker, played by Jared Leto. Right? Yeah. It's... No. It just... No. 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 Just no. He is not a good Joker. Especially, with the smile being on his hand. Really? Nah. He might be even the worst Joker that I've seen. And I haven't seen animated Jokers. Well, maybe the one from Batman Bold and Brave or something like that. Brave and Bold from Cartoon Network. That's a Joker, animated Joker that I've seen. And the Lego game, but I don't count that one. But from the live action Jokers that I've seen, I've also seen the movie, not the movie, but the show Gotham. There was also Jeremiah. Was Jeremiah as Joker in there? That was also a good joke, but this Joker was just not a good Joker. No. It didn't do the Joker really justice. Yeah. Just no. And that laugh. Dude, what the fuck? Oh yeah, it almost sounds like Dracula, That's such a bad, and not even bad good, It's just bad. I don't, the two movies that I've seen him in, as far as I can remember, Suicide Squad and Morbius, were not that great, His characters weren't that good. And I don't know if it's the movie itself or just him as an actor. Because he might just be, just stick to your band. What was it? 30 Seconds to Mars, something like that. I just know one song from them, and that's The Kill. But just keep it at that. Keep it at that with your brother. Well, I think it's a brother band, that him and his brother play in. But just keep it at that. Maybe you'll play in some other good movies, but don't play in the superhero related, supervillain related movie, please. Don't play a superhero or supervillain or anti-hero, anti-villain or whatever. Don't just leave it. Just leave it to somebody else, please. As a singer, I do, the Kill, I do like that song. So, there's nothing wrong with you as a singer, but maybe it's just the acting parts. Maybe, I don't know. But let's just start with Suicide Squad. We're flying over some water and then also land, and we're going towards Blackside, Terrebonne Parish in Louisiana, the United States. We see a wall with a logo on it. A truck drives by, people walking by, and inside, we're looking at the back of a security guard, sitting, probably the head of security, because there are all monitors in front of him. And we're now in a cell, and we see the back of Deadshot, played by Will Smith. Punching something. Then we get a kind of a close-up, upper-looking side shot of him, still punching, training. But we're gonna leave that, because if you want to know what's happening next, watch the movie yourself. Yeah, I did like the background stories of these characters, this is this, and this is what happened to them, how we got them, we have also Ben Stiller Batman was also back in this movie, not for very long, but just slightly. We had also Ezra Miller as the Flash in this movie. Great. Yeah, that's basically it. That's all written down. The movie was not really a good movie. The movie was alright. The movie was alright. The effects were very nice. I have to give them that. I really like the effects. Very nice, very crisp. Color scheme just nice, but the Joker really brought down the movie. I think if you had a better Joker, the movie probably also would have been better. Just slightly, maybe not a lot, but just slightly. Maybe you up it to a 3.75 then. But yeah, the Joker definitely brought down some points. But I'm just a sucker for origin stories. I love origin stories already. Before we're gonna watch the Suicide Squad, aka Suicide Squad 2, first I have to watch the first 2 seasons of Peacemaker. So yeah, I'm gonna watch that off the channel, and then in 2 weeks I think we're continuing with the Suicide Squad. But we're almost at the end of the DC franchise. I think next month or the month after we're done with DC. So almost also at the ending of James Bond. I think also July or September, something like that. And we're done. So still so much to go. But just recommend a good hero, anti-hero, anti-villain movie that's not related to Marvel or DC. Down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.